Hey everybody, I'm going to can some beans in my Nesco Carey electric canner. So I just wanted to kind of show you the canner and how we're going to do it. So the first thing I wanted to show you was at the top of the canner. It comes with these two dials, and you use the green one if where you live, if the elevation is above 1,000 feet. We're below, so I'm going to be using the black one, and I'm going to automatically set it over to exhaust for now. Okay, so you can see open and close here. Right now we're going to open it up, and down inside it's empty right now. We're going to be putting in a little rack. Just drops right in, and that's so that your jars aren't sitting directly on the bottom. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is put in 2 quarts of water. And that is 2 of the jars I'm going to be using for the beans. Now looking at the front, the buttons we'll be using because we're canning is we're going to be using the high temperature, and because it's beans we're going to be pressure canning for 90 minutes right here. These buttons are if you're using it just to cook in pressure cooking. Okay, so let's get the beans ready. Now I am doing the no soak method. I have looked the beans and also washed them. So I'm going to put a cup and then about 1/4 of a cup. Okay, now you can use water and some seasonings, you know, some salt, but I like using chicken broth. So I'm going to go ahead and just pour some chicken broth. I don't add salt or pepper or anything. The chicken broth is enough. But you could, by all means, depending on why you're canning them. If you're doing a soup recipe that you know has other spices that you might want to add, you can go ahead and do that. It's just for myself. This way you can eat it just as beans and cornbread, or if you want to put it into a soup and then add your seasonings, you can. So what I try to do is fill it up to the rim, but I'm not going to open up another box for this little amount, so I am going to add just a little bit of water. Now I have a little flat debubbler. It's a little tool, but I can't locate it right now, so I'm just going to use this, a flat, I call it a case knife. I think they're called butter knives maybe. And you just want to move the beans around a little bit to make sure there's no air pockets in there. If there's very many air pockets, it can cause your level to drop down and you'll need to add more liquid. Okay, now I do have a few beans that have come up to the surface. I don't know if you have to take those out, but I am going to go ahead and remove those. Okay. I'm just going to grab a paper towel, and I'm just going to get it wet. If there was anything sticky going into this jar, like your sweet pickles, you know, that can be tacky or sticky if it dries, jellies, things like that, then I would have vinegar on my paper towel so that I know that it would remove the sticky residue. For beans, I'm just using a wet paper towel to go around the top. Now we want to grab our lids and just place them right on. And then grab our rings. And you just want to go finger tight. And that is, you know, don't grab it and really turn it, just your fingers. One other thing I want to do is put a splash of vinegar in my water before we add these. That will help keep your jars clear. Sometimes when you're canning, if anything does seep out, like the chicken broth or anything, it can cause cloudiness on your jars, and then you have to wash all your jars. So this way, just put some vinegar in. You don't have to worry about it. Or if you have hard water, that might cause it to get cloudy as well. Okay, and now we'll just set these right down in the canner. Okay, we'll put our lid down and go ahead and put it to close. Double check the little dial, make sure it's on exhaust. And now we're going to hit high, and we're going up to 90 minutes. Oops. And then hit start. This is going to be going around for quite a while everything starts to warm up. And once it reaches temperature, this is going to change to the letter E and the number 10. And what that means is it is going to exhaust for 10 minutes. It'll count down. So I'll bring you back once it's showing that on the screen. Okay, so there's the E10. It's going to count all the way down to 0 and beep. Once it beeps, I'm going to come back over and move that little dial on top from exhaust to airtight. Okay, so you see the E0, and I'm going to come over here and just flip that around to airtight. And now we're going to wait. That's going to build a little more pressure, and then it'll pop up with the 90-minute timer, and it'll just start counting down. So we're good right now. Okay, so it beeped, and now it's on the 90-minute mark. So for the next hour and a half, it's just going to count down for me. As soon as it's done, the word off will come up. Now, it's still too hot and too much pressure inside to open it at that point. You need to give it 1 or 2 hours, and then you'll be able to open it. And don't worry, you can't accidentally open it when it's too hot. It is closed. It will not let you turn it to open. So you don't have to worry about this being dangerous. It's not at all. All right. We'll take a look at the beans when they come out. Okay, so you can see the little word off has come up. So now all we need to do is let that cool down, probably an hour or 2. Okay, so I just let this sit overnight. And now I'm going to go ahead and bring it around to open. And now, yeah, they're still warm. All of them are sealed. Oh, nope, that one's not sealed. So what we'll do is let them continue to cool off and see if this one seals. If it doesn't, then that'll be the first one we eat. We'll just eat that today. Okay. Okay, so it's just that easy to can in this Nesco Carey canner. And I hope you guys have a great week.